Black Friday 2023 is finally here. Unfortunately, Santa Claus has been watching, and there's no way that your cheap friends or family are gonna get you the gifts that you actually want. Heck, you're gonna be lucky to get a re-gifted gift card to a franchise that's out of business. So you are gonna have to take matters into your own hands. And today, I'm giving you the top 30 best Cyber Monday and Black Friday deals of 2023. Look at Fake Channel. Checking in. Jonathan here, and it's that time of the year again where everyone comes out of the woodwork and releases their Black Friday, Cyber Monday best sales and deals of 2023 videos so that you can click on their hidden affiliate links, which are in the description of today's video. You're not dumb. You know where all the sales are, but just because something's on sale doesn't mean you should hit that buy it now button. So rather than just regurgitate all of the deals that are going on right now, I want to give you my best ideas on things that you can pick up for yourself this holiday season. And if you're looking for a crazy sale, guess what? You can just check out the hidden affiliate links in the description. It's 2023, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and unfortunately, your paycheck, it hasn't caught up with inflation or the massive increases of prices across the board. To add insult to injury, Uncle Sam has never taken more money out of your paycheck than ever before. But I've got a solution. I've got Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals for those of you that are on a budget. Oftentimes in life, it is the little things that make us happy, and Spider Chalk is one of those. This is one of, if not the only, liquid chalk made in the United States. And if you have a home gym, obviously you don't want to have chalk all up and down your home gym. This stuff is amazing. You put a little bit of dab, less than a size of a dime, and your hands are gonna be like liquid glue. And this little bottle, I've got one, is gonna last you probably maybe 2 or 3 years. Another nice stocking stuffer that I've owned for over 2.5 years are egg weights. Now these are literally weights for your hands, whether you want to run or shadow box or even walk, but they're ergonomical. They fit right inside the palm of your hand. They feel natural. They're fantastic for shadow boxing. They're fun. They don't take up a lot of space in your home gym. The best thing you can do if you are looking to get a whole bunch of these, because they come in different weights, sizes, and even colors, is to get a bundle. Here's a dirty little secret. If you sneak over to Amazon right now, you can get these for less than $30 with free shipping if you just want to dip your toe and get one set, which is great if you've never tried these before. Nothing, and I mean nothing, is going to give you that Christmas morning feeling other than a pair of brand new, fresh out the box wrist wraps. Now, I have used a whole bunch of them. The two that I have come to love is Bear Grips. They do buy their stuff overseas, but I will tell you that they've got low prices, fantastic quality, especially if you get the Extreme. I find that the Extreme grip is the best. If you're looking for American made, I picked up this pair last month when they were on sale. I think they're going to be on sale for Black Friday as well. These are Pioneer Powerlifting, 100% made in America. You can actually have these engraved with your little logo or saying if you want. Frankly, they're very reasonably priced for being made in America. One piece of advice I actually have used from Coop over at Garage Gym Review, so I want to give him credit, are magnets. Whether you have a home gym and you're looking to hang up handles or accessories, or you want to just organize your kitchen or your desk, these things are magnificent. There's two styles that I found to be economical and useful. They're small, easy to set up, and frankly, they hold a lot more weight than you think they can. And the other style are these heavy-duty ones. These things are a bit more heavy. They can hold a bit more weight, and they've got a bit more of a magnetic grip to them, and they actually rotate around this pivot point right here. So many of you are working out in a dungeon, a Dexter kill room. However, it's not out of choice. It's just because you've got horrible lighting. You've got those old school yellow lighting. It's not nearly enough for the space in your basement or your garage. And frankly, there's a solution to that, and that is simply fixing your bulbs. You can go as easy as like 20 bucks, if not less, because of coupons. You can actually get daylight bulbs. These are 100-watt daylight bulbs. They're going to throw off a ton of light, and it's going to give your basement or your garage that daylight feeling no matter when you work out or lift. You also can go with these massive garage ones. If you've got high overhead lighting, but you don't have enough of it, these things are super duper bright and they are cost effective. If you're really looking to up your lighting game and you want to put in a little bit more work, you can get these budget-friendly LED 4-foot ones. These things are easy to install, and frankly, if you're a little bit handy, you can tuck them away out of sight, out of mind, but they're going to throw off a bunch of light. I actually have these used in my basement on a couple of sections where it was just really hard to get light into the corners. It's the holiday season. You are overworked and underpaid. You just need a pick-me-up. In that case, pick yourself up a case of energy drinks. I will tell you, if you go to the store, you're going to be paying $3 or $4 a piece for them. If you buy them by the case on Amazon, especially if you rock the subscribe and save, you can get some fantastic prices. Now, this orange dreamsicle, one of my top 5. I absolutely love this flavor. There's so many energy drinks on here, and they do fluctuate in price. So this cherry limeade is $30 now, but I've bought this as low as $18 for the case. It all depends on when you come in, and I guarantee you Black Friday, Cyber Monday is going to be the time to buy. If you or someone you know always has cold hands, you need to pick up these magnetic, rechargeable hand warmers. I've just found these the last month, and I'm in love. I don't know how I have lived without them, and I do plan to buy a second pair. They throw off a lot of heat on the high setting. The battery will last nearly forever on the low setting, and they're just beautiful. I need to thank all of you for using my affiliate links. When you use those links, you help support the channel. And when you use those links, let me know so that I can send you a small token of my appreciation. I want to highlight a few pieces of equipment out there that many of you probably look at online and think, that's just the next shake weight. That's just some fugazi piece of equipment that I'm never going to use. Well, I thought the same thing, but I have them in-house and I use them weekly. Slant board, one of those things that the knees over toes guy is always touting. I'll tell you, when I got one of these to try out, I thought I was going to throw it in the trash after a week. But I was dead wrong. Not only can you use this to stretch out your ankles and knees, and it just feels good on your body for increased mobility, you can work out with this thing. You can do front squats and rear squats, adjust the angle, and honestly, it just hits different. Now, I won't go heavy with this thing. I usually use a kettlebell or a dumbbell, but it gets used every other leg day. When it comes to building your neck and the ability for it to just take a shock, most of you are simply doing shrugs. And I'm going to turn you on to this thing. This is a neck harness. Now, I've got this one. I've used it for over a year. Love it. And I will tell you that many people think this is for MMA or wrestlers, and that's the only thing that they use it for. But if you're only doing shrugs for your neck, I absolutely will tell you you're missing out. I use this every other pull day, and honestly, they're all the same, but this is the one that I have, and I found that it works well. This is another device touted by the knees over toe guy, and many of you are looking at it and thinking, what's the point? Now, this is not going to give you massive calves. It's going to work the front of your legs, something that is never done when you do calf raises that work your calves. And I will tell you, you're not going to believe it. Once you use it and you feel it actually working, you are going to fall in love, and you're going to be wondering why you haven't done it since then. Now, some of you just like to be pegged. And there's nothing wrong with that. But for those of you that want a Black Friday idea that no one else is touting or telling you about, hear it from me first. Mag Peg band pegs. These are from Fringe Sport. A lot of people will sell band pegs. I actually got a hold of these and love them. They're extra long, so you don't have to worry about slipping out, if you know what I mean. I will tell you that these things work, and if you've ever thought that band work on your day-to-day exercise was not necessarily worth it, or it didn't really do anything, or didn't do much, it hits different. It's great for a deload week, but it's just great to mix into your training to get a different style of resistance that absolutely crushes. Now, so many of you are training just to look good naked, and there's nothing wrong with that. And these ideas are going to help you do that. Number one, Manscaped. This is something that I'm not affiliated with whatsoever. I bought one of these, the 4.0. I think they've got a 5.0 version now, and it works fantastic. I've got a full review coming out in about a month's time, but if you wanted to get something for your wife as well as yourself, pick this one up. Now, Manscaped also sells this Body Buffer Premium Silicone Scrubber. And you know I wanted to review it, but you know I'm cheap, so I got the knockoff version off of Amazon. Look at 30% off. This thing was like $6. This thing is fantastic. If you're currently using a loofah in the shower, this thing is gonna rock your world. It gives you a much deeper scrub. You feel a whole lot cleaner coming out of the shower. The holiday season is time for indulging and for overeating, but we still need to think about our abs or where they used to be. And I would highly recommend picking up an ab mat from the maker of the darn thing, Ab Mat. There's a ton of knockoffs out there, but for like 10 bucks more, you might as well buy the best of the best. Now, speaking of overeating, we all know we got to get in more cardio. And you might as well kind of pick up a great piece of cardio before the huge January 1st rush. Now, my favorite by far has to be the Echo Bike, the Assault Bike, the Devil's Bike. There's a bunch of different versions. A lot of the competition now has caught up to the Echo Bike, which is nice because the Echo Bike has gone nothing but up in price. Now, if you're looking for a piece of cardio equipment that isn't like all the rest, you got to try the Zebex Air Trainer. I've got one of these in my garage, use it weekly, and I absolutely love it. Unlike cardio equipment that mostly hits the legs, this is going to hit a ton of triceps, back, and hamstrings. It is a full body workout, and it's really meant for those explosive type of training, that HIIT training that just destroys fat. Now, if you're on a budget and you still want to lose weight and you want to get that cardio in, but hey, you don't got beaucoup bucks to afford a massive machine, go with the old-fashioned jump rope. A few minutes a day on the jump rope is going to cut those holiday calories down lickety-split. Most of you are simply chasing the dragon when it comes to a better lifting experience. And this Black Friday, Cyber Monday, yeah, I've got 9 items that no one else is telling you to pick up, but will absolutely improve your day-to-day lifts. I don't know about you, but throughout the day, I constantly am getting ideas, especially during my training between sets. And these ideas, they're like a fart in the wind. They're here and gone. If I don't put the pen to paper, forget about it. So you got to get yourself a notebook of some sort to write your great ideas down, whether it's for training or whether it's just your own life, or maybe it's just the grocery list. Now, the easiest way is to go out to Target and get some like college ruled composition book and just carry it around with you and jot it down. If you're looking for something specific for your training, to log your training, to keep up those healthy habits and build consistency, this Omega Project Black book is fantastic. I know a few people that use it regularly and absolutely love it. Now, one style that I have carried around with me for years and I absolutely love, it's a bit more expensive, but the quality of paper and the convenience I find to be well worth it, is this Moleskine Professional Pad. Some of you are training as soon as that alarm goes off, and some of you are training after a long day at work. You need something to give you a pick-me-up, and for many of you, you're just going to coffee. Well, if you want to go well beyond coffee, get yourself a pre-workout. Now, for many of you who've already been using pre-workouts for a while, I don't have to tell you, there's 1,000 of them out there. So I'm not going to tell you which ones are my favorite. If you've never used pre-workout, I'm going to give you a good beginner pre-workout, both on your pocketbook and on your experience. This is Alpha Lion's Core, specifically made with very limited ingredients, but it gets the job done. It's got your caffeine. It's got you a cup of coffee and a half per serving. It's got your pump ingredients. It's got great taste. My favorite flavor out of the 2 that they offer is Alpha Punch. It's a fruit punch, but it's a nice twist on the fruit punch. It's not your standard boring Gatorade fruit punch. Now, some of you are working out in your garage next to the pesticide and the gasoline, and many of you are working out in the basement next to the furnace and the bleach. Guess what? You need to get yourself an air filter. This is gonna make your experience in your home gym so much better. Right off the top, you're gonna notice that the air smells cleaner. It smells more fresh, especially in the wintertime when you don't have the ability to open up those windows. Now, many of you are like me, old and injured, and when it comes to benching, you want to stay in the fight, so you need to protect your wrist and your shoulders and still get that chest workout that you desire, and you got to go with the multi-grip cambered bar. These things are like no other, so probably the best budget version has to be the Titan Fitness one. This is like their 3rd iteration, and they've fixed a ton of their issues. I have this. The only complaint I have is that if you look at the collars, these actually are not Olympic size collars, so you're going to need an axle bar clip in order to keep the plates on, but that's really like a $10 purchase, and many of you probably already have it. If you're also looking for a budget version, is the Fringe Sport. I haven't tested it out, but I bought this. I got this for 25% off of this price delivered, so I got it for like $168, and I guarantee you on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, it's going to go back on sale again. If you're looking for the most aesthetic but highest value, I would absolutely go with the Rep Fitness Cambered Swiss Bar. This one is probably the cleanest with that price point. It's winter time. You need to stay warm. You need those pump covers, those Sam Sulek pump covers for your training to hide all of your massive gains and your wintertime bulk. Now, this is a secret I have had for 2 years, and I'm only sharing it because I've fully stocked up to the brim on these things, and that is Sherpa-lined zipped hoodies. I love these things. These Old Navy ones, they look expensive at $45, but you know I'm a cheap old man. You can get 30% off every day of the week, and on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, it's going to be even less. The beauty of Old Navy is that they have tall. So if you are a bigger person like I am, you can get the tall version. Now for me, I'm 6'1", 190. I get the large for my day-to-day errands when I'm going out, when I'm hanging around the house. But for training, when I want a little bit of extra room to let those muscles expand, I go with the XL. If you have a lat pull down and low row machine, then you absolutely need to get yourself mag grips. These feel great, they feel comfortable, and I think the original ones were mag grips, and by all accounts, those are better than a lot of these knockoff brands that are sold a dime a dozen on Amazon and Walmart. I will tell you that you can get a whole pack of 5 for very, very cheap, and I'm not even necessarily recommending this Hulk Fit brand. Again, I think most of these, aside from the original mag grips, are all made in the same factory, but you don't need 5. You actually only need 2, a small one and a large one. Here's what you do. You buy all 5, you figure out which ones you like, and you take the remaining 3 and re-gift them to your other home gym friends. Now, most of you are planning your own programming, and you're probably screwing it up. Your ego's getting in the way. You don't really know what you're doing. Pay someone to program for you. And before you think that's going to cost you an arm and a leg, there's so many online apps that make it absolutely so easy and very inexpensive. And these apps will grow with you over time. You can go with Evolve AI, you can go with Living Fit, or you can go with Boost Camp. There are a bunch of them out there. The #1 best storage device of 2023 on Black Friday or Cyber Monday has to be wall control. Comes in all different shapes, sizes, and colors. I don't care if you have a home gym, you've got an office, you've got a workstation. These things are fantastic. I would put these things everywhere if my wife wouldn't shoot me, but I've got them in my garage, I've got them in my basement, I've got them everywhere. And probably the most overlooked thing when it comes to boosting your morale during training has to be what you put on your walls. For most of us, you don't want to feel like you're working out next to your lawn tractor or your washing machine. You got to put up some wall art. Now you can go to Basement Brandon, you can go to a host of other great influencers and creators and buy their flags. But I'll tell you to go one step further. Put the time in, make your own. You can make your own flag, banner, or even wall poster for dirt cheap online. You can get your own saying, you can give your home gym its own name, you can design your own logo, all that great stuff. Get it up on your wall, and you're probably going to appreciate it a lot more than spending the same amount of money on someone else's flag.
I think this one's a winner.
Every holiday season, you expect your family to go over the top when it comes to Christmas gifts and give you something to show that they appreciate all of your hard work, dedication, and sacrifice throughout the year. And every year, you're just disappointed. If you want it done right, you might as well do it yourself. And why not treat yourself to a big, awesome gift that you're going to have for years to come? Hey, you deserve it. The dumbbells. Obviously, going with urethane dumbbells, especially a full set, is expensive, but well worth it and absolutely gives you that local gym feeling. If your home gym weight plates are like mine, it is a potpourri of randomness. Why not go out and upgrade your current set with a calibrated set or even a competition bumper plate set? Now, these are Rep Fitness. You can go with whatever company you want. Most of them are all made in the same factory. Figure out the ones that look the best to you and maybe just get a complete set that all matches. And if you think about it from a financial perspective, you can go ahead and sell your existing plates and probably recoup some of your money. Now, you hate to admit it, and I do too, but we love to film ourselves working out. Hey, I do it because I've got a YouTube channel, wink, wink, but we oftentimes find it more difficult to get the right lighting and angle when it comes to our gains. So pick yourself up a carbon monopod. I got one of these 6 months ago and wish I've had it for years. This thing is light, versatile, and it allows me to stick my camera in whole different sorts of spots and angles that I wouldn't otherwise. One of the bigger expenses we have in our day-to-day is our phone. And I'm a cheap person. I like to run my phone until the wheels fall off. But if we think about it, the phone that we own is something that we use all the time, not just once a day or twice a day. I mean, we don't go anywhere without it. Hey, what would you do in the bathroom if you didn't have your phone? So putting extra money into your phone is a great investment because it's something that is utilized so much. So pick yourself up the latest and greatest iPhone 15. I know most of you don't sit around and watch YouTube videos all day. You are go-getters. You're watching David Goggins and you're just getting after it every day, whether that's out on the road, whether that's a Spartan race, a road race. Hey, maybe you're just going to Disneyland. Pick yourself up an action camera. Price points are low compared to everything that they can deliver, and they are built to last. Now, the GoPro 12 is the latest GoPro series, and frankly, if you've got all of the other GoPro accessories, you might want to stick with the GoPro 12. I will say the Osmo Action 4, which is at the same price point, has been shown to get better results than the GoPro 12, but it's fairly close. I'm going to give you the same exact advice I give my son when it comes to his Christmas list. On Black Friday and Cyber Monday, pick stuff up that you're going to be using 6 months from now, a year from now, maybe even 2 or 3 years from now. The worst thing you can do is find some super deal, pick it up, think you're going to use it often and regularly, and in a month's time, it's got 3 weeks worth of dust on it. If you filthy animals want to see another amazing YouTube video that will be sure to tickle your pickle, check this one out. And if you made it this far, we are officially best friends. That's right, like Taylor Swift and putting the Kansas City Chiefs on the map. Thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.